Hey everyone, this is Bob, Safe-Decon Incorporated. As most of you know, we have our airtight impermeable containers. Valves on the bottom open up once they get into the autoclave, and the autoclave cycle starts, leaving these an extraordinarily safe container. Safe way to transport impermeable. Drop them, do whatever you want, from the point of biohazardous generation all the way through the autoclave cycle to decontamination. Remains inside airtight. To date, we have probably over 6,000 runs with 100% effectiveness to date. But a lot of people have been asking me about the biological indicator. One of the issues is this is extraordinarily safe, but they don't want to open it up unless they know that the contents are dead, and especially that you have something that's airtight. You're going to run your cycle, you're going to get to the end, it's like, is it dead? Did it work? Did it not? Got me to thinking, how can I fix this? Now, what I've come up with is this little beauty. This is a BI insertion tool. We call it the BioPen. Biological indicator goes in, pop that in, screw the top down on it, maybe, and this thing's ready to load. Now, I'm going to leave the lid off so you can see how this thing goes in, but this here, which was our Load Pro port, is now a Load Pro port BI insertion port. So you're just going to take, and then you're going to push that through. Obviously, you're not going to have your hands on the inside like I did. It's open just to show you. Now, your tool is right here in the middle of your load. So that's going to push through. That's going to let you know. So what we're going to do is we're going to load this thing up with a little bit of trash. And I'm going to go ahead and load it up. As you can see, I already have 2 loaded. I'm going to put this one over the drain, and I'm going to have another unit here that we're going to stack and put 4 units, stacking them up, taking up all the available space in my AMSCO V120 unit. So let me get this thing set up and I'll be right back. Okay, Load Pro, the BI pen is loaded with our BI in the middle, loaded it up with trash. Let's get it loaded up and let's see, let's get it rocking and rolling here. And we got our second unit on top. Just to show you that this is probably one of the most challenging that we can get. We have a completely loaded up unit. Let's shut the door. Let's get it running. All right, let's see what we got for our cycles here today. I think we have our cycle select. And we are going to run our pre-vac. 3 minutes on the purge. 40 minutes on the sterilization time. I'd like to do that a little bit less than that, but let's see here. Let's go back to the cycle menu. Pre-vac, test, pressure. Sterilization, that's 10 minutes. That's not enough. Let's try it. Let's go back and we'll just go ahead and run the pre-vac 5. So go ahead and start our cycle. That's with a 40-minute, a 1-hour cycle time. 30 minutes would have been more than adequate. That's generally what everything runs. But with a 40-minute sterilization on this, 1 hour is where we're at. When this thing's completed, I'll come back. We'll take a look at everything. And there's the signal. Oh, how exciting. Hit the button. I'm going to drop down the door here. Got my glove, so it's a little warm, obviously. And of course, the one that we have what the BI is on the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you real quick how that would work. So these are sealed, they're impermeable, they're airtight, and with the seals they should be just about closed off. So what you would do is you're going to take and just pull that BI out. You're going to wipe it down with your bleach just to make sure. Going to pop the lid, eject your biological indicator, and that should be, we're going to process it. So what we have here is 4 of the 300s inside here, and you can see how much room this has actually taken up. It's completely full. And what I wanted to do is show you how the BI works, but I also wanted to explain how these are stackable. They act as independent units. Unlike if you put a bag in, you can stack them 4 or 5 high. It won't matter. You still should get the kill. So what I'll do, come back in 24 hours. We're going to have a look at this and see if it remains purple. Hey everyone, just wanted to show you the results. The BIs have been in the dry block for 24 hours. We had run a test with the Safe-Decon units. You can see that it is filled to capacity with these units. I ran 2 BIs in the units, one here on this bottom one, and then I ran another one in the back unit on the bottom. The reason I ran them on the bottom, heat rises. The most challenging spot that you have is on the bottom and over the drain, which is where this one was. This is the one I used with the pen itself. The other one I just kind of threw in there with some trash just to make sure that the bottom corner one. I wasn't worried too much about the top ones, but anyways, as you can see, we were filled to capacity here. So for those that are concerned about the capacity of what you can put into them, as you can see, you can stack them. Now these act as little independent chambers, so that even if you stack them 4, 5, 6 high, you're still going to get the kill. So here's the results. Obviously this is my control, which makes sure that this batch of BIs are still alive. And then here is this is the one that was in the front. You can see purple and then purple again. So we were able to get the kill even though it was completely done. And again, that was just as simple as pushing in. Still maintains its airtight integrity. When it's all done, pull it out, wipe it down with your bleach rag, pop the top, take your BI, remove it, and then you're ready to go for the next batch. And there you have it. So we were able to get the kill on these, and it's not a bad thing. And again, capacity, not a problem in these because they are independent units. So with that, you can see how they work. Airtight completely through. Know that they're dead. If you had something in there that you didn't want to expose yourself to until you got that lets you know that you can safely open it again, and that lowers all of your exposures and really adds a large amount of safety to the product and to your lab. And with that, when you're ready, give us a call. We'd love to talk to you.